The green hell, the ultimate test of man and machine. Opel's ties to the Nordschleife date back to the 1960s, with every Opel ultimately being produced having been thoroughly tested on the ring before going into production. Now in South Africa, the home of Opel is Port Elizabeth, and PE has a little devil of its own.
What you're looking at is essentially a marketing exercise. The current Corsa has been on the market for 6 years now, and with no signs of an imminent replacement, Opel needed to blow some life into the lineup.
See, the thing is, if you go and slap the Nürburgring badge onto any car, you better pack a serious punch. And let me tell you, this pocket rocket is going to take out plenty of heavyweights. Most important, nothing's changed from an engine perspective, still that 1.6 turbo motor that they've got, but they've done some magic work on the computers and they've boosted the kilowatts from 141 kilowatts to 154. It is impressive, and that power delivers perfectly through that power band with that turbo engine. 250 newton meters of torque with an overboost function of 280, and I promise you, you're going to use it. That's what you've got to learn with this car. With that low down grunt, you really can run it in a higher gear. Something else, and this is critical, LS diff as standard. Now a lot of its competitors, you start thinking Fiesta ST, VW, the Polo GTI. ST's got their torque vectoring system. None of them have a limited slip diff. The only competitor that I think is running with that is the Mini John Pooper Works. So now you realize where this car is being targeted at, because the price tag, it's not cheap. 340,000 Rand is pretty steep, and that does put it squarely in Mini JCW territory. So it's one thing going fast. The challenge is, can you stop this little bugger? And you can. With upgraded Brembo brake kits, this thing stops on a tickie. They've also recalibrated the ABS system. So not only are your lips going to be pulled back under acceleration, but you're probably going to get a whole bunch of flesh around your face when you jam on the brakes. At 343,000 Rand, it's not cheap, so I don't think this is a boy racer. This car is actually for the old men out there. Let me tell you why. As you get older, the pocket gets bigger, but the skin gets looser. This car is going to straighten out those wrinkles. This is plastic surgery on the right foot. The level of bite is incredible. So drivable as well. This wheel is so responsive. Point it and that's where it goes. But the real art on a front wheel drive car is that love relationship you have between steering input and the right foot. And with that LS diff, you really can get this car balanced and set up on a tickie. I shouldn't really be doing this because my cameraman is hanging on for dear life. But when you come to Scribanti, this is a corner that you've got to thump it through. Are you ready, Jono?
Yep.
Oh, too much fun. Who needs a roller coaster when you can drive a Corsa OPC Nürburgring edition?
Naturally, the interior also gets a few unique touches. The Recaro sport seats are trimmed in luxurious Napa leather and embossed with a map of the Nürburgring. In many other ways, however, the Corsa's interior has fallen behind some of its rivals. The combination of materials and the layout of certain switchgear appear, well, just a little haphazard. You cannot fault it on quality though, and the attention to detail goes a long way towards justifying that lofty price tag.
I don't know what to say. This car is absolutely incredible. So much fun to drive. From a styling perspective, been around for a long time, 2007, but it still looks fresh. And I like the new little rear spoiler they've integrated on the Nürburgring edition. But all the fun is in the performance, and it really is lifting this car to a different level. It's going to kick its competitors into the gutter. The challenge though is that 343,000 Rand is a lot more expensive than its competitors. Is it worth it? I certainly think so. But hang on, I can't come to Port Elizabeth, home of Opel, drive a performance Opel, the OPC Corsa, without getting a drive around the track with this man.
Right, are you ready for this?
Just like the good old days, eh?
This thing goes. Oh, damn, this thing's awesome. Fucking hell. Oh, I'd love to buy this for my son.
Oh yeah.
And then drive it myself.
Exactly. You've raced at Nürburgring twice in an Opel, thousands of laps around Scribanti. I think you're probably the best guy to tell us just how good is this Corsa Nürburgring edition?
Well, for starters, just excuse the smile on my face because I've never had so much fun in a long time. I mean, I think they've really captured two of my favorite circuits in the world, and they've captured it in this car. It's unbelievable. It's like a touring car. I mean, you can feel we're cornering now. No sideways lean. Absolutely blowing my mind, this car.
I can see you haven't lost the late braking, eh?
Well, the brakes, I got to say, are pretty good on this car, so I've got all the confidence to go into the corners pretty quickly. We'll give it a little bit of a left foot brake over here.
Still got to teach me that, eh? Wow.
No, you must start to practice, but it's to get the feel of it.
Oh, man. But it's incredible to think that this is a real pocket rocket hot hatch, 1.6 litre turbo, and it's delivering this sort of performance.
Jeez, I cannot actually believe this thing. Damn, this thing's got a smile on my face. You know, in the old days, obviously, we fitted LS diffs to the car, and this car with it in a standard, it makes it so drivable. I mean, you can absolutely point the car, put your foot on the gas, and actually control the car with the petrol, which is not something often that front-wheel drive cars allow themselves to do. This is just incredible.
And a fantastic circuit, you know. I mean, I know it's not the green hell, but tricky, nice little complex. You've got to get things lined up right here.
Well, it's probably one of the best circuits to learn your skills on, and hopefully that's what helped me, because, you know, you've got a series of fast corners, slow corners, and one of the best places to test the car. I think that's why Opel had so much success in those days, because we did all our testing here.
Feel like racing again.
You see, now this makes me want to make a comeback, I've got to say.